Okay, day one, Middle Alabama. Today's the 15th of October, and I'm slipping into a new area. I'm going to use these first 10 days of bow hunting. It's buck only to scout, and if I find some good areas, I'm going to set up. But right now, I'm slipping around. It's more of a shakeout hunt, and got my UTV. I'm not a big fan of UTVs, but the area where I'm hunting, I've hunted for about 10 years and I haven't been able to get back in this area because when it rains, these roads get bad and the only people getting back in here are people with UTVs. So you'll see more of that this year. I've walked about 6 or 8 miles and haven't come across much in a way of new sign that I would want to hunt today. So what I'm doing is I'm heading into a clear cut way back in there, and I'm going to do a hanging hunt on an inside corner. And there's lots of tracks and everything in this area, but nothing is concentrated. It's just scattered tracks, no trails or anything. So we're going to walk back in about a mile, but I'm going to show you how I set up my stand on my GoPro here before I carry it in. All right. Okay, here's my stand. Got the lone wolf. I got 3 sticks here, and I hang my stand with 2 straps, and I use the easy hook, and I find that much better. I like redundancy, and if one strap gives or I lose one strap, I always got another strap. I do know how to hang with one strap. All right, get my bag here. Put this over my lone wolf. Part that goes next to the tree. I tension that up right there, so it looks like that. I got some extra clothing that I'm taking in, so I run my clothing through here, like that. And I usually put this on top, and I've got another. You know what? I gotta start over. Not too much over. I'm glad I looked in my trailer bed here. So let's take off. Let's take that off. Got to get my lineman's belt. Anyway, let's just put it on like this. Wrap my lineman's belt around like that. Just tuck that in there like so. All right, let's get this back on. Snug that back up. Okay, so it looks like this. And my outer garment, I lay across like that. Then I take another bungee cord, and in order to hold the bag on, I run the bungee cord over the backpack and hook it on the stand. So it's like that. And the way I put this on here, loosen up these smaller straps here. Loosen that up all the way. That, get my buckle. I love these buckles on here. That attachment right there. Open that up and pull it loose. Open this one up and pull it loose. Okay. I put my arms on the inside, like this here. Come on. And I go over the top of my head. 1, 2, 3, over the top. This little elbow right there. I'm gonna set up right inside that elbow. I've seen about 5 deer in here in this one spot, and I'm going to bring my stand in here and hang it tomorrow about midday. I should get a deer here. Well, let's not be too optimistic, but that was pretty awesome there. If I had my compound, I could have taken a shot. There were two bucks. Plus I kicked up a buck back there more. And I'm in this old flooded bottom. And there's deer tracks everywhere. I should just back out of here and call it a day. And I'm walking back to my Honda Pioneer, which is about a mile away from where I had the encounter with those deer. And if I would have had my compound, I would have been able to take a shot at that deer that was on the right, because it came down first. And if I would have not taken a sip of water or stopped to take a leak and taken that same path, I would have been up another 20 yards closer. And I would have gotten a shot with my Damon Howard Hunter recurve, which I love. But that's what hunting is all about. It's about what ifs, being in the right place, being just bucks. I am covering new ground. On the 25th, when does come in, I'm going to try to go get a doe in one of my old spots. But in the meantime, I've got 5, 6, 7 days left to cover ground and have encounters like I just had. Most people don't know or conceptualize stalking with a bow, let alone a recurve. Still day 3. Earlier today when I was scouting this ridge right here, I found a rub right down here in front of me. And there's some white oaks, or take that back, there's some hickories dropping in here, and there's a lot of sign on the road above me, and there's a lot of sign going down into this bottom right here behind me. So what I've done, I've got myself a little ditch right here that I'm on. I cleaned out a spot. I'm sitting on my flannel, and the wind's kind of fickle. It's pulling down the ridge. I think the wind's about ready to shift from the east, northeast. I think it's going to flip around to the south. I don't know, I haven't looked at the weather in a couple days. But hopefully I can get something coming out of this bottom. My wife and I have a saying. I was on the way to go back to camp, but my wife and I have a saying. It's, what else is there to do? Oh, what a beautiful evening. Oh, boy. All right, let's hit the road.